Hey everybody, it's your girl Slim and you're watching my director's cut. So, it's your girl Slim, aka Jackie is my name, but I go by, Slim X. Okay, so I was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. Grew up here. Don't know nothing else. I started writing in middle school. Pretty much I didn't know that this is literally what I wanted to do. So yeah, now we're here. I have a whole feature film out. So it's amazing. Okay, so Say Less is pretty much about high schoolers. So a group of friends, the main characters are the females. And it's about the females going through different things in their relationships that, high schoolers go through. Yeah, it's about that group of friends that battle, their popularity in school and, their grades and most importantly, their friendships. But yeah, it's really about friendships and popularity and battling their relationships going to school. One thing that I knew about this film that I wanted to do was having basketball and cheerleading, like having something athletic instead of just following them around like the streets or something like that. So I knew I wanted some type of athletic things going on in this movie. The way that I really figured out that I wanted cheerleading is that one day I was on TikTok, and you're on a side of TikTok and you stay there. So it was like this one song, I forgot what it was, but everybody was doing like majorette dancing, and I never majorette, but I was a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader since I was like 5. So I grew up on cheerleading. And I did the TikTok, and I was like, this is what I want to do for my next movie. I want cheerleading in it. Like, it has to have cheerleading. And it just went. We just flowed with it. So I would say being like the director, producer, writer, everything. I wore multiple hats in this film. I feel like, a boss. Had to say it. But it's very difficult at times because even like when I'm behind the scenes or I'm like in the scene, like it's this one scene where I'm full blown cheerleading uniform on the side, supposed to be cheering for the boys, but he was filming this particular scene and it's a way that I saw it, and I literally was on the side like,
what do you want? Oh, you want me to come into him? Oh, all right. My bad.
No, I don't want it like that.
Keep going. Keep going.
So, I wouldn't say it's difficult, but it's so much more that I learned from, this, just doing this, production. There's just so much more that I learned that I can use for more productions. Another scene I want to break down is the fight scene. It was Devin and Tyler's team, played by Ryson and James. So it was kind of like funny at first because like they had to really get into that character. So in this clip I'm showing like me trying to like rough up Ryson and push him against the car and like go like this and then you go like this and then you start kicking him and then yeah. But that scene was lit. The next one, it would be the girls fight scene. So the girls fight scene was between me and Megan, and it wasn't really a fight. I could have took it there, but I didn't take it there. I don't know why I didn't write it in, because I felt like that would have been a go. Like, it would have been lit. It would have been so lit. I'm just trying to say it would have been lit. But we had to do so many takes on that. Like, it was one take that we had to redo, and it says like Jasmine and Imani are supposed to like hold me back, and they weren't right there. So that part had to been the funniest thing ever. But when we finally got it, it was like the whole set was quiet and everybody literally was just watching us like, are they really about to fight? Another scene I want to break down is the cookie scene. I'm calling it the cookie scene because Raison had to open a thing of cookies because he was supposed to be, you know, high, and they were coming in the house late. He couldn't get it open. And that was like real life. Like the first take, he really could not, you know, get it open. So I'm like, keep that in there. Like actually struggle, like struggle. So that's one of my favorite parts as well. Another one of my favorite parts is when Kathleen meets, Jasmine meets Tori for the first time. So when they meet for the first time, it's after school, they're about to, you know, go home, and there's like this random guy, never saw him before, and he comes up to Jasmine and was like, I know your name, this and third, like, period. And this wasn't in the script, but like Kathleen like did that. The one that plays Jasmine like brought all the energy, like the whole it was hilarious to me, and I had to keep that in there. Another thing that I get asked about is Chewy Alianzo is Peyton Malu's boyfriend, and he's the one that, you know, he's a good guy. He's really a good guy. The way that I was going with that character was something that I actually went through. But I'm not a Peyton. It was nothing like that. I was completely opposite. But the way that I wanted to take, you know, that relationship was something totally different. But I took it a whole nother route. So to me, I wanted to make it real. So I made Peyton how I made Peyton. And then we'll just go down to the oblivious boyfriend. The whole relationship with my part, Talia, Brandon, and Megan happened in real life. So that was a real relationship to me, and I wanted to bring that out as best as I could. Some parts I had to stop and tell them like really, you know, do this, like really be rude, really do all of it, because it happened and I felt it. I feel like they did a great job with explaining that whole story. And then also breaking down Imani's whole thing. I feel like you'll understand her side very soon. And that's all I can tell you. But
Imani, have you been talking to
that scene is just like,
yes, Jess. Only because
I told you I don't want you talking to my brother.
I told you I didn't want you talking to Greg.
Is the whole thing. Well, this has been fun, guys, and I really thank everybody for showing their support, watching the movie, and, you know, telling me what you like about the movie, and obviously what I can do better about this first feature film that I have put together. Make sure you're on the lookout for more from me, because I'm not finished yet. I feel like I just got started. I really can't wait for you guys to see what else I have in store, and of course there are going to be more director's cuts with your girl Slim. So it's been good. Thanks for tuning into my first director's cut, and I'll see y'all. Bye.